Hello everybody, welcome to the Wargaming Dungeon here with Triarius Wargaming. So I just have a quick update video for you today. I'm going to have a longer video for you maybe in the weekend talking about project planning. But yeah, I just thought I'd make a video because I've got a big announcement really, and then I've wanted to fill you in on what little work I have done so far. Yeah, so I thought I'd split the videos up a bit. This weekend, I'm going to put out a video where I look at, kind of project planning a little more, the planning and logistics side of things. And today is going to be kind of more of a bench update, and those things will kind of tie together because I made the planning plans already. I just didn't record them. So, anyways, yeah, just a quick bench update today and the big announcement. So, that announcement is on December 20th. I'm actually going into surgery. It's not maybe the biggest operation in the world. It's also not the smallest operation in the world. It is a, fairly invasive surgery. I'm taking 3 weeks off of work to recover. It is a surgery that requires a 3 week recovery time just to get back walking. So I won't be able to walk for about 3 weeks, and then I should be back to 90% within 3 months, and then the 100% recovery is actually a year long. But basically, I've torn a lot of cartilage in my hip socket. Basically, I've torn up that cartilage and got some other things going on with that. So um, basically, I need to have some bone removed off of my hip joint and get the cartilage sewn back up. And that's been a problem that's been building for a few years. It's not unexpected, but the surgery date is basically finally coming up to hopefully fix this problem. So that's coming up for me. So I'm gonna be getting out some videos before December 20th, but hopefully anyways. But I'm gonna be taking a break from YouTube and painting probably during that recovery time. Yeah, that December 20th week, I'm gonna be up on the painkillers probably for most of the week, kind of drugged out, and then there's the holiday season, and then yeah, I'm gonna be and coming with that with the recovery time, I just can't walk. Can't walk on the hip that leg basically for that 3 weeks to let the cartilage heal back or a little bit at least. So I'm just not gonna be in the mood for making videos. So I'm gonna be taking a break from YouTube for a while, starting December 20th. I do want to put a couple things out before then, ideally, but that's just kind of the reality right now. So yeah, a quick bench update for you. So I've got a bunch of projects going on. My goal is to really, so I've got put some stuff together for like a planning video on what I have planned. So the goal, work is crazy for me right now. That's the biggest thing. Work is insane. Burn getting kind of burned out with work to a certain extent. Frustrated a little bit as well. It's been a challenge, especially this, today, Wednesday, when I'm recording this. It's Wednesday evening. It was a rough day today. For a number of reasons. Winter is setting in hard now. We've got about a foot of snow out there, and my commute in the morning has been pretty shit with all the snow driving in. It just adds some time. So yeah, we got about a foot of snow out there right now. It's been continuously snowing, so the winter is setting in, and I don't feel ready for it. mentally, because that is, not really seeing grass or green again until May, to be honest. It's not unusual to have even the last snowstorm of the year in early May or late April. So it's really, we got 6 months until I see green again, which can be mentally challenging for me, anyways. You feel like you're kind of losing part of your life to the winter time. But anyways, in my planning video, I'll talk about it. To stay on schedule with my painting this year, I was trying to maintain some kind of schedule. I kind of I don't know what else we're gonna get done. I do want to finish a few things, but probably not going to be able to finish everything I wanted to this year. I did put together what I want to get done for the winter, and that is, it ended up being, and I didn't know what the number was going to be until I actually added up. I've got like almost 600 miniatures for projects that I want to complete for May, which puts us on about the little. Sorry, on camera died for a sec there. So that, in theory, I think puts us at around 100 miniatures a month, 80 miniatures a month or something. It's not quite 600, so I think to paint everything I had planned would require consistently painting 80 miniatures a month. For 2021, excuse me, I averaged about 60 miniatures a month, with some months having 0 miniatures painted. So I've been yakking at the camera for a little too long, so I'll show you what I've been working on the bench a little bit, and show you. I have picked up a couple things. I got a couple things going on, so we'll go to the bench here. So one of the projects is I really, really, really want to get the French and Indian War stuff done. So I started in on here, French infantry, and these are going to be from the Languedoc Regiment, these are for the French and Indian War. This regiment was one of 2 regiments that arrived fresh from France at the start of the conflict, or close to the start of the conflict, and they arrived at Fort Carillon, now known as Fort Ticonderoga. They were fresh from France. They arrived with the Lorraine regiment as well, the Languedoc regiment, and the Rain regiment. So yeah, they have blue cuffs, blue waistcoats, and everything. Pretty much everything else is either white or black. So I think these should paint fast, or brown, or apart. The musket, brown and metal. The clothing mainly white, blue, and black. So I think these should paint up fast. That's kind of why I wanted to do them. So getting those out of the way will be awesome. I have for the French, I've got a few more natives to do. I've got a lot of French Marines to do, around 24, and then all of these regulars. The one I just haven't really started doing yet is the drummer, because I need to do research on the drummers' uniforms. I don't know if they just wore the same as the regulars, or if they did the reversed coats, or he does look like he has a little slightly fancier uniform perhaps, but I just don't know the drummer information at this current time, so I got to research that. Yeah, I really do like this officer. I think just the long coat and everything, I think he looks awesome. So I'm excited to get these painted up. My hope is that they're fast. I can maybe get them done over the weekend. Painting time during the week has not been good. I also, I did not paint anything last weekend. I did not paint anything last week. I did not paint anything the weekend before last week. It's just been too much going on. So today, Wednesday, is the first real time I've even sat down to actually paint anything in at least 2 weeks. So I do want to get these French taken care of. So those are some of the, some more of the things I've got sitting here in terms of French and Indian War, I primed a whole lot more stuff as well. So I've got tons more to do. I've got about 116 French and Indian War figures to do. So yeah, it would be great to get those done. I've been assembling and priming a lot of stuff. I've been doing a lot of Norman / early Crusaders. This is a Victrix guy with I had this spare crossbow, so I stuck that on him. That's a project I also want to get into. I've been assembling some different things. This guy is actually going to be on the Arab side, I think, but I Arabized him with the headgear and kind of sash with some green stuff. These were some figures that Footsore Miniatures sent to me by accident. The Crusaders also, many of them wore Arabized gear as well, so maybe they'll end up in the Crusader forces. But my intention, Arabizing them would be to add some variety to my Arab forces. I got a bunch of crossbowmen. Like, I've been assembling Victrix stuff too. I've been priming stuff with the Crusaders and the Normans. I know this is like a terribly organized video. I'm just like totally out of it today. I'm debating, some of whether these guys are going to be separate or they're going to be mixed in with the infantry. There is a slight difference in scale, I think, between them. The Victrix figures are definitely chunkier. What I also have for crossbowmen, this is like an order that just came in, are some Wargames Foundry. I ended up actually ordering 24 Norman crossbowmen from Wargames Foundry. And these figures I did purchase since I knew they would be bigger, with the intention of mixing in with the spearmen on combined stands. So crossbowmen and foot soldiers on the same bases. So these ones are very caricatured, I would say, these Foundry crossbowmen. I like them. They've got a lot of character. I think the helmets are a little too small and the heads are a little too big. This is a pretty normal pose, but there are some really like goofy kind of faces. This guy is pretty normal. I mean, most of them are fairly normal, but they went heavy in with the character, and I like it, but also some of them figures I feel like it's a little much maybe. I do like this pose, this guy standing at the ready with the crossbow. But the faces are definitely, I guess they have a lot of character, but they're all, I don't know, they're also kind of caricatured as well. But I like these figures. I think they'll mix well in with the Victrix. So I do really want to do a couple videos that aren't bench updates. I feel like it's just been bench updates from me for a long time. So what I do want to do a video on Wargaming Crusades tactics. So, because that's one of the things I think is really interesting about the Crusades in the Wargaming perspective is there was this real tactical trade-off. So with the Crusader armies, they're very different to the Islamic armies, and they have different strengths and weaknesses, and I think that's what makes it interesting, because either side can win and has the tools to win. One side does not have total domination over the other, but the armies play really different and they have different strengths. And you're gonna need to play to your army's strength in order to win, or at least not have have your luck go well. Anyways, so yeah, I do want to get in depth on that. I find it fascinating, the trade-offs, the tactical trade-offs involved. So that's And yeah, I'm gonna make it. So that's one video. I do want to go into the Romans, my guide to collecting early Imperial Romans. What I would recommend. I have a lot to say about that. I'm been working on this big Imperial Roman project. Share some history with that as well. Those are two videos I really want to make. Hopefully before, it has to be before December 20th if it's happening this year. The Wargamers Anonymous Challenge is terrain. I think I'm going to be trying to make some more forest stuff for my troops, for the French and Indian War troops, and that stuff applies to everything. But I want to get some more woods maybe. I've got a lot of terrain I want to do. I just struggle with motivation with terrain. I'd rather paint. So that's probably enough totally inane rambling from me. See you in the next one. Hopefully, I'll have all these French done by the end of the weekend. But we'll see. Otherwise, have a great time. I hope you're getting into the Christmas season. Okay, for me, I'm almost excited to have surgery because I get to take 3 weeks off work. Because I'm kind of dying a little bit. Let's be honest. It's tough. It's really tough right now. But that's enough for me. Yeah, hopefully get some more painting in this weekend. See ya.